Alright everybody, welcome back to another episode of Caydgaming. Today I am very excited to share something new with you. This game is not even released yet. This is Fluffy Sailors. This game plays a lot. It's a ship combat game. You sail around, you fire mice out of your cannons, fighting other ships as you are on a quest to rescue the queen's chef who cooks food for her. It is a roguelite, so you do kind of level up your ship. As you get destroyed, you start over. But I want to jump right into the gameplay, so go ahead, grab a coffee, and let's dive right in. Alright, so the game always starts out with a tutorial here. You move around using WSAD, and it does have turn mechanics. So you do have to use A and D to kind of turn left and right. I can look around using my mouse, which is nice. And in this tutorial, the game is very, very forgiving. So I'm going to press Alt to show my aiming here, and then I'm going to start trying to shoot the enemy there. You can see our health bars are above our ships as well. And whenever I shoot, I am shooting mice out. So you can see they are actually floating there in the water. So I'm gonna go try and collect the ones that I missed just so I don't lose them. If you look up at the top left up there, you can see the number of mice I have, followed by the amount of money, and then finally the amount of skill points that I have and I can spend. And then after you finish a level, you can actually sail up to town. Here at the lighthouse, you can actually buy more mice to restock your ammo. And over here at the repair yard, you can repair any damage to your ship. For now, I'm just going to jump forward. You do that actually by holding the space bar. And to shoot, left mouse click shoots out the left side, right mouse click shoots out the right side. Pretty straightforward. It's a pretty fun game, all things considered. And this is, I mentioned it earlier, it is a free-to-play demo. So what I'll do, I'm going to put a link in the description below as well. So please feel free to jump through. I know playing the game is going to help them by giving them feedback, but on top of that too, if you like the game, wishlisting it really helps them. This is actually a two-person duo making this game. They have a really sweet letter when you log in that says, like, we put so much time and effort into this. Thank you so much for your time and for considering it. We appreciate your support, all that stuff. Overall, so far, I'm really impressed by the graphics, especially given it's an indie game and it's just a duo making it themselves. It's pretty impressive to me. I love, for example, you can see my ship is getting damaged and you can actually see, like, the sail is starting to get destroyed. For example. I also love that the levels are somewhat procedurally generated, so it's not like the same islands every time or anything like that. I think it's a lot of fun, actually, to play, which is really, really cool. So this right here, this is kind of like a way that you can spend some extra money to get a little extra protection. I don't have enough to buy it, unfortunately, so I cannot. So I'm going to refrain from buying the shell for now. But I think what I will do is I'm just going to buy a few more sailors and I'm going to repair my ship a little bit. Right now, I do have essentially a skill that allows me to deal more damage when I have less than 50% health and also when I have less than 25% health. So it's kind of like a dangerous game, but I will actually be a little bit stronger if I do that. One thing I would like to see them implement is, I think right now I want to see more traditional roguelite upgrades in between plays. So right now, every time I get an upgrade, they increase the cost by 1 to get any upgrade, which I think is a little expensive. You know, it's going to make it hard, for example, for me to max out the first row of upgrades. But more than that, what I'm missing, what I'm not seeing right now, is like just flat increase your HP, increase your damage, increase the ammo you can hold. Stuff like that I think would actually make it feel a little bit better. I like some of the options they have right now. I like the skills. I like that they've mixed it up. But I also think that the way that it stands right now, it's maybe not beginner or new user friendly because it does require a certain amount of skill to play the game well. Oh my gosh. I almost forgot one of the fun things you can do. You can actually sail around while you're fighting or to run away, and you can collect extra loot, which I think is really, really cool. That extra money, that's going to help you buy, you know, the helmets for protection or more repairs or anything like that too, which I think is great. To dash, you saw me dashing a little bit. Double tap W, and it actually launches you forward. I think what I'm going to do here, I'm actually going to keep the damage that I have. so I can deal more damage to enemies, but I am going to buy a few more mice here. There we go. And then let's jump right on in. Here we go. I hold down the space bar to go to the next level. This game, again, it's not released yet. I think it shows a lot of promise. I love the graphics. I love the music and the atmosphere. I think maybe the dialogue, it has some charm and some wit to it, but it also, I think something about the dialogue screen just feels like it needs a little more life to it. Maybe some more animation or sounds or anything like that would probably be beneficial. Because as it stands now, it's just like 2 images of a mouse, the queen and you talking to each other. And I don't know that the game necessarily needs dialogue every time that you lose. You know, I don't need to go back and then have the queen say, "Still no chef," you know? Maybe, you know, allow for the story to continue, for example, if you reach a certain point or unlock a new enemy type or something. They do clarify that the things that are being launched, like there are raccoons, they'll throw garbage. There are cat enemies, you name it. So it's actually, it is really tongue-in-cheek. It is really cute, really charming. And I think it has a lot of promise. I think, you know, right now it feels like it's 80% of the way there, and I can't wait to see how they throw it over the edge. So right here, I want to show you a final screen before we cut. This is the skill screen. So this is now where I can take it, and I can see right now I'm in tier 1, but it looks like they have a second and a third area where you can unlock new abilities, which I think is really cool. So for example, right now I can reduce the costs to do things like buy new mice or repair my ship. I can make the little mice float longer, so that way I can go catch them before they sink. I think I want to increase my damage for now. I think ultimately that's probably going to help me the most. And then when I'm ready, I just click set sail and it jumps me right back at that first level again. So overall, it shows a lot of promise. I'm honestly very interested, but let me know what you think. Please comment below. Would you like to see more of this game? Is this something you think you'd wish list? I'll put a link in the description below. Again, this is a free demo for Fluffy Sailors. It is a super fun roguelite ship sailing game with ship combat, which I think is pretty awesome. Don't forget to like the video if you like what you saw today. And of course, if you like my content, click that subscribe button. There's new videos weekly where I look at what's new, what's hot in gaming. My name is Cade. I hope you enjoyed your coffee, and happy gaming.